Yeah, so you could see my screen, right? So good evening, all. We'll start our classes for the day. So last week, Angavan sent an email like this, and he used links and all this stuff. So very good stuff here. And also he used some
Yes, sir.
alignment and all these things. Okay, so nice, nice email. So it has a lot of things. And the
Yes, sir.
website link, okay. So on the website link you sent, right? It's not a full
Yeah.
website link, okay. See, when you click this link, it's not opening anything.
Can I open? Oh, sir.
Yeah. So the thing is, you have to do like crick info, I think. Crick info if you want website, right?
Yeah.
Crickinfo.com. So if you give this up correct ESPN crick info, right? Instead of this, right, you have to do like this, okay? Reply and you click the link. First, you have to copy the URL, okay, from this website.
Oh,
Okay, so
yes,
then
sir.
what you have to do is you have to where's the URL? Attach URL. Attach URL. Okay, this one's attached insert link, right? So you have
Oh, it's
to
a link.
use the web address here, actual web address here, and here you used to cricket. Okay, so now
Oh,
this is the actual website. So, but what you have, I think you have given the this thing in this website. So it doesn't, it's not going to open anything.
all right, sir.
Okay, so you have to give the website link like .com or .sg with a domain name.
Oh,
Okay, so that only will open the link. So
okay.
if I send this link, right, I'll reply to Angovan. And if you
Yeah.
see this link, right, you can click and open the. If you click this link, it'll open some cricket website. Okay, so but what you have done is you are not open the. It won't open the link because it doesn't have any proper URL inside it.
Oh, all
Okay,
right, sir.
so
Okay.
that's a problem. So you try this week. Okay, cricket.com you have to give or else. So
All
any
right, sir.
website you can give. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
apart from that, everything looks good. Nice job.
All right, sir. All right.
Okay, so this is your
All right.
email, right? You
Thank you,
keep
sir.
this email safe. Okay.
Yeah. All right, sir.
Okay. Uh, so apart from that, yeah. So Muneeswaran, so Muneeswaran, you have an email ID. You have created an email ID. You already have it.
Yes, sir. Already have.
இருக்குல்ல?
Already have.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So நீங்களும் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணி பாருங்க எல்லாமே யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். Okay. So we'll continue with the classes today. Okay. And so I think we stopped somewhere in drafts. எங்க முடிச்சோம்னு தெரியலையே. I don't know. Okay. I think we have covered all these things. Important chats வேணா நம்ம பேசுவோம். Important நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I think important பார்த்தோம். Snoozed பார்த்தோம். We discussed snoozed emails and all these things. So we'll start from chats. Okay. So Gmail has an option to chat with some other people. So if there is Hangover, right? So you can chat with the Hangover since he's already in our in our uh, list. Okay, so maybe I can go here and look for Angowin, search for Angowin anywhere here. Let me check. Okay. Okay. Just hold on. So there is an option called chats. Okay, so using this you can chat with your friends or anybody. So I couldn't find Angowin's email ID here. Let me check if I can add Angowin. So go to inbox. I will filter Rangovan. I will copy his email. Okay, so I can see, so this is how you invite Rangovan to an chat. Okay, so since we already have his email ID, I'm using his email ID to invite him for a chat conversation. So which can be seen here. So what you have to do is get his ID, and in the Hangouts, right? In Google Chats is called Hangouts. So in Chats, go to Hangouts. You click the plus icon here, and you copy paste his email, Hangouts email. So now you can say, now if you say invite, right? Now there will be an chat opened through which we can uh, chat with Ongovin. Okay, so I click send invite. So Agavan should have invite accept. I mean, should have seen an invitation uh, in his email account. So Agavan can go and accept, and I can chat with Agavan, and he can chat with me once he accepted the invitation. So this is called chat. So chats is something like WhatsApp and anything else you work on. Okay, so it is used to chat with some other people. So you can use you can search. I mean, you can search with a name, email, or a phone number. So I can just search with the name Angavin, or else I can search with Angavin's mobile number if I have, or I can search with someone's phone number or someone's name. Okay, so if you want to see some chats, right? I can just type in something here. Hi, something like this. I can type. Okay, so this is for this is how you use chats. Okay. Uh, so this is similar to WhatsApp or any other Telegram or any other application you use. So this is one thing, and so you can see all the chat histories, everything here in this chat section. So you can go on and click on this, and you can see all the chats you have chatted with your friends or with whom you have chatted. Okay. So this you can see all the chat histories here, and okay, that's it. And apart from that, okay, so that's it about chats here. Mm, so we have seen the sent items. So this is sent items. Okay, so whatever we email I sent, right, it will there will be a record of a copy of that in the sent item. So whenever you reply to an email, right, just now I replied to Angovan, right? So you can see the reply email in this sent section. Okay, so you can see, so we have replied to the whole conversation. So you can see all the conversation in this reply email too. So this is all the reply emails I've already sent. Okay, and this is the send section. So that's it about send section. Okay, apart from the drafts, I think drafts you have already covered. So drafts is nothing but whenever you haven't sent an email, right, it will always be saved in drafts. So draft, and it's automatic. So you can see the draft saved here automatically. So later you can open and you can resend the email once you've done it. So this is already covered. Okay. So all email will give all the emails. So it will give all your drafts, chats, your sent items, your inbox, everything will be in this all mails. Okay. And spam is something where you get I mean, Gmail automatically detects some emails as spam. So spams are nothing but some advertising emails, or it could be an unwanted email. I mean, something like an phishing website or a phishing email. So phishing is something like people will ask for your passwords, or they will. I mean, they all kind of illegal activities, or some kind, those kind of emails or unnecessary emails will be always in spam. Okay. So in case if you think this email is a spam, right, you can go and report spam. So there is an option. So you can go to inbox, and if you think this is, let's say, this thing, right? I don't want this email. So Rob Reddit, I think it's a spam. I think if I think it's a spam email and I don't have any use on, I don't have any use in this email, right? I can go and report as spam. So go here in the right more menu. There is a thing called report spam. So once you click report spam, right, uh, it will always it will move that email, particular email, to the spam section. And the spam section, in the spam section, it will be there. And in the spam section, right, it will always, the message will be deleted after 30 days automatically. Okay, so after some point of time, after 30 days, all the spam will be automatically cleared. And the thing is, when you report a single email as spam, right, all the subsequent emails, future emails that comes in the same with the same email ID will always be in the spam email. Uh, so using you can block some emails if you don't want to see that thing. So you can unspam. So in case you have accidentally spammed an email, which you think is useful, right? You can say not spam. You can open the email and say not spam, and it'll move the particular email from the spam section to the inbox section back. Okay, so you can see this email back to our website. So this is one thing. So spams are nothing but unwanted emails. So either you can. So what Gmail does is, right, it automatically detects some emails as spams and it automatically moves to the spam. And you don't have to move to the spam every time. So Gmail automatically detects whether it's a spam message or it's an unwanted or it's an it could or some other illegal or unwanted messages. It automatically Gmail will detect and move to spam. Okay, so this is one thing. And trash. Okay, so trash is all the emails that I have deleted. Okay, so once you delete anything from inbox, it moves to a trash. Okay, so this is similar to the recycle bin you see in your computer. So if let's say I want to delete this email, right? If I do delete, I go to more menu and I see delete this message. There is an option, right? I see delete this message. You should see that email move to trash. You can see it here. And as similar to spam messages, all the trash messages will be cleared after 30 days. So as it mentioned here, and there is an option to empty the trash messages here. So you can use empty trash now, and all the messages will be deleted forever. Uh, you cannot recover all these emails. Once it's deleted, it's gone. Okay, and also after 30 days it's gone. You cannot recover all those deleted emails back ever. Okay, so I click OK, it's gone forever. That's it, and you cannot find it in any other place, and you cannot recover it. So this is trash. So this trash is similar to recycle bin, what you have seen in Windows. Okay, and after that there are something called categories. Okay, so categories is nothing but the sections. Okay, we saw, right, in the inbox there will be the default view, right? There will be three tabs. Okay, promotions, social, and all these things, right? So those are the categories that is present here. Okay, so once I click that, only social messages will be here, and updates, promotion. So this is similar to this is same as the tabs that we saw last week. So whenever you create an email, right, you'll have a default tabs here. So I have deleted those tabs, but in the normal view, you'll always have these categories. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, and there are so there are favorites and so there are labels we can add to email messages. Okay, so let's say I want to track all the emails that is sent from Citibank. Okay, or Citibank. So I get alerts from Citibank frequently, right? My balance, my transactions, all those things, right? So those things can be categorized into a single label. Okay, so I can choose. So let's say this email, right? So I've transacted something, and I want to add this email to a certain label. Okay, let's create a new thing. Okay, so there is a Grab message. Okay, I've traveled to Grab and I got an email alert from Grab. Okay, so I want to label this message as Grab. Okay, so that for later reference I can use those labels to filter all those messages. So for now, what I do is I go to here. I select. Where is the label option? See, there is something called, there is an icon here called label. Okay. So once you do that, there are manage labels and create new labels. What I have to do is I'm going to create a new label called Grab. Okay. So I'll say create new, and I say Grab messages. Okay. So this is a label I've chosen, and I'll create the label. So now I've created the label. Now I've created a label called Grab messages. And if you go here, right, you can see the Grab messages label added. So previously we didn't see that. Now we have seen that. So once you click that, right, we have moved a single message to Grab messages, right? A single label to a single email. So that will be filtered automatically, and you can see the exact message. So this is for just for reference. So easy tracking of all your emails. Okay, so I have a lot of categories for my school daughter's email, from my Singapore emails for resume. So I have a lot of labels created. Okay, so similarly, you can create any number of labels you want, and you can track all those messages separately. So in case I want to refer to any my daughter's school emails, right, I can see it here. So I've labeled it properly, and I can see all those messages from. See, I can track from 2018. Okay, so I can track all the messages, and I can save it for future reference easily. Okay, so this is the purpose of having labels. So, okay. So any doubts in this? Anything you want to clarify? So yeah, so that's it about labels. Okay, so you can create labels for your future reference, and you can save the labels. Okay, there is an option called manage labels also. You can see all the labels I've created. Okay, so these are all system labels. So see, these are all my labels. So I've created a label for bank jobs. I've created for birthdays. I've created for Citibank credit card. I've created so many labels. Okay. So similarly, you can also create labels, and I think this is we can manage labels. So you can remove any label if you want. Okay. So let's say I don't want this bank jobs label, right? I can just say remove and delete. Okay. So now this.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் பிரதர், உங்க வாய்ஸ் கிளியரா வரலையே, எக்கோ அடிக்கிற மாதிரியே இருக்கு, ஒரு மாதிரியா ஷேடிங்கா இருக்கு வாய்ஸ்.
Yeah. Okay, நான் கண்டிப்பா பண்றேன். இன்கேஸ் கிளியரா இல்லைனா சொல்லுங்க. So I'll continue. So let me know if it's not clear. Yes, okay. If my voice is not so clear, okay. So we talked about labels.
வாய்ஸ் சுத்தமா கேட்கல.
கேட்கலையா? ஓகே வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே எப்ப இருந்து கேட்கல? இப்பதான் கேட்கல இல்ல முன்னாடி கேட்கலையா?
இப்பதான் ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். ஆனா இப்பதான் பார்த்தா வாய்ஸ் சரியானது உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன்.
ஸ்டார்டிங் நல்லா தான் இருந்தது. இப்ப ரொம்ப லோவா உள்ள போயிடுச்சு இதுக்கு.
ஹலோ ஹலோ இப்போ எப்படி இருக்கு? கிளியரா இருக்கா? ஓகேவா? இல்ல அதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கா?
இன்னும் கிளியரா வரல. இன்னும் கிளியரான செட் கேட்கல இங்க.
இப்போ எப்படி இருக்கு? ஹலோ இப்போ கிளியரா இருக்கா? ஏன் கண்டிப்பா சொல்லலாமா?
வரல ஏதோ மைக் ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளமா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சுத்தமா வரவே இல்லை இங்க.
உங்களுக்கு மட்டும் தான் பிரச்சனையா இல்ல முனீஸ்வரன் எல்லாத்தையும் பிரச்சனை?
சார் எல்லாரும் எனக்கும் வரல சார்.
வரலையா?
நெட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா?
நீங்க ப்ளூடூத் டிவைஸ் வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா அது ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
இப்ப கேக்குதா? ஹலோ ரூம் இந்த ரூம் வந்துட்டேன். ஹலோ
சொல்லுங்க.
இப்ப கேக்குதா?
இப்போ கேக்குது.
இப்ப கேக்குதா? ஓகே மேபி அந்த ரூம்ல இருந்தேன் நானு. நெட் பிரச்சனையா இருக்கும். சோ கண்டினியூ பண்ணலாம்ல? இப்போ கிளியரா இருக்குல?
பேசுங்க, சொல்லுங்க, நடத்துங்க பாப்போம்.
So we're talking about labels, right? So once we talked about labels, so manage label screen, right? In the screen you can remove those labels. So in case I don't want this label, right? I can remove this label and it will be gone forever. And the removing is nothing but deleting those labels. Okay, I can remove it, or even I can edit and change the name of those labels. I can save it. You can see it's master plus plus, and you can just remove in the case if you want it. Okay, so this is about labels. Okay, any questions in this? So voice video keep clear arka? Okay, so this is about labels. Okay, and we'll see about how to create meetings after this. Okay, meeting. So Google Meet is something like Zoom. Okay, so you can send an email. There is an app for Google Meet. Okay, there is an app, so you can use this app. So I think it's not needed for now. We'll skip this thing. Okay. Apart from that, what is yet to be covered? Also, you can search for your emails here. So in case you want to read only unread emails, right? You can just say in under 100. Okay. So use this to you can search only for 100 emails. So this is for faster access. So in case you want to read only 100 emails, so when you say 100 emails, it's unopened emails. Okay, so you can use this. Okay, and there are some other shortcuts. A label. So if you want to look for some label, right? And let's say I want to open NCS Singapore label. So now I can open the label. I mean, I can list the labels only listed for NCS Singapore. So even if you see here, right, you can see the label changes here. So even on click, right, Google does the same thing. So it uses this shortcut to search for your labels. Okay, so this is a search option provided by Gmail. So where you can search for your 100 emails, or you can search for specific emails. A lot of shortcuts are available here. Okay, so search options, and there is also a filter option. So you go to here, I can filter for email. So let's say I want to filter for email sent from Angavin. Okay, so I'll just say I'll type Angavin's email here, and I'll click search, and I should see only Angavin's email. So I filtered for Angavin's email, and I use a search filter at the top to filter only for Angavin's email. So if I want to add any other email, right? Let's say so let's say I want to filter by so maybe another email. So let's say I want to filter by another email, I can do Ishaq or something. So maybe I have deleted that guy's email. Okay. Or I think this email I've deleted already. So even if so I think we can filter only by one email at a time. Okay, so I can filter only by Angav's email. So in case I want to see what I've sent to Angavin, right? So I can filter by the mails I've sent to Angavin. So I sent a reply email, right? So in this. Yeah, move to sent items, and then I search for Angavin's email. Okay, so here you can see the email reply I've sent to Angavin. So what you have to do is, if you the thing we understood from here is, if I want to use a filter at the top right, or the search at top right, it searches only in the left center. So it searches only in the inbox. So if you want to say a search in the sent items, you have to move to sent items, and then you have to use your search options. And so that's the thing. So if you want to search by emails, right? If you want to search by subject, let's say I want to search by the subject account deletion records, right? I can use this subject account I can use this. I can use the subject search, right? In the subject search, and if I do this, I should be able to see the account deletion request email. So it retrieved two emails because both the subjects has this specific text. Okay. So like this we can use for any other thing. So has the words in the sense it might it will It will filter. It will search through the body of the email, and it will filter all the words that is present in the email. Maybe if you open any email and let's say the inbox, let's use this carousel email, right? I will let me. Maybe we'll search for this. Okay, copy. I'll copy this, and let's see if we can search by these words. So now you can see, right? It search for the words in the email. So you can see it here. What kind of is highlighted here. So based on the search, right? It is going to search inside the body of the email, and it's going to filter all the emails. So in this case, it will search for all the words. Okay, it's going to search for every word, what kind, lifestyle, all these words. It's going to search and retrieve all the search. And apart from that, it doesn't have. So it is a negative operation. So in case, I mean, it will search for all the email that doesn't have this word is or was. So something like that. Okay. This size, right? It will search for all the email that is more than maybe 512 MB size. Okay, so you know about sizes, right? I mean 1 GB, 1 MB. There are two. I mean there are various uh, ways to I mean quantify the size of the disk. Okay, so based on megabytes, if the email has, so I'm going to filter by the emails which are more than 512 MB of size. Okay, so date within I'll say 1 year, 6 months. Okay, so I'll search for all mails. Okay, nothing is bigger than 512 MB. Okay, let's search for 100 MB. 1 MB will search. See, I search for emails that is bigger than 1 MB. So all these emails, right? It has some attachments, and the email size is more than 1 MB. So if you see this attachment, right? All this emails attachments would have more than it occupies more than 1 MB of size. So all these emails are filtered. Okay. So this is one thing. So search email. So this represents where you have to search. So you can search in inbox, or you can search in specific labels as we learned here, or you can search in 100 emails, read emails, trash, anywhere you can specify. So either you can choose all emails, or you can choose at specific levels of emails, inbox, starter, important, anything you want to search. Okay, and this is apart from that. So we have how to has attachment. So if you want to retrieve all the emails that has attachment, right? You can do. So all these emails, right, will have an attachment. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Want to create a filter? You can create a filter. Any doubts in this up to the latest things we have discussed? Any doubts in this? You want to ask anything or clarify or repeat anything? Any doubts in this? Okay. Apart from that, okay, so we'll talk about Bhaskar சொல்லுமா?
ஆமா, அந்த கூகுள் டிரைவ்ல உள்ள போட்டோஸை எப்படி வெளியே கொண்டுட்டு வருது? எனக்கு ட்ரை பண்ண வெளியே அந்த கேலரி கொண்டு வர முடிய மாட்டேங்குது. அது ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு.
கூகுள் டிரைவ் இருக்கா? டிரைவ் பத்தி நம்ம பேசவே இல்லை. நான் டிரைவ் என்ன சொல்றேன் நான். ஓகே, அப்புறம் வேற ஏதாச்சும்?
இல்ல, அது உங்கள்கிட்ட நான் கேட்கணும்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன்.
சரி, ஓகே, நம்ம அடுத்த வேணா டிரைவ் கவர் பண்ணுவேன். இப்போ கிளாஸ் இப்போ ஜிமெயில் முடிஞ்சிடும். நான் டிரைவ் அடுத்தது கவர் பண்றேன், கூகுள் டிரைவ் பத்தி. ஓகே,
சரி, ஓகே,
ஓகேவா? So he wants to know about Google Drive. Okay, so we are almost done with the Gmail. So once we done, we'll cover Google Drive. So I'll cover a few points what I've done here. Okay, so this is the pagination. Okay, so what is displayed here, right? It is displayed from the newest of emails. So latest emails are displayed. So we have sorted the emails by the date. So the latest emails will come here. So if I click oldest, right, the oldest email will come here. Okay, so this is the way you sort email. So which email you want to come first? You can if you can specify that by using this sorting thing. Okay, so you can sort by oldest or newest. Okay, that is one thing. And if you see here, right, totally I have 90,000 emails in my inbox. I have this email account for almost 13 years and I have received around 90,000 emails. So you can see 90,777. So that's the total number of emails in my inbox. Okay, and in the first page of the email, right, they have displayed up to 50 emails. So they have mentioned 1 to 50. So this is the pagination that is in email inbox. Okay, so if you want to see the emails from 51 to 100, just click the next or the right arrow icon. Now it will move to the it will show all the mails from 51 to 100, and yeah, it's going to show all the 50 emails in the second page. Okay, similarly, you can move to 100, 150, all these things. You can browse through all your emails using this thing. Okay, and you can move left also. Okay. Supra and Vijay. So these are
Yes, sir.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Today,
Next time வரீங்களா கிளாஸ்க்கு?
yeah. Can I speak now?
Okay, you தமிழ்ல பேசலாம். நீங்க தமிழா?
ஆமா ஆமா.
ஓகே ஓகே, நான் ஒரே ஒருத்தர் மட்டும் இங்கிலீஷ் இருக்கா, நான் கிளாஸ் மட்டும் இங்கிலீஷ் நடத்துவேன். ஓகே, சோ
ஓகே இல்ல இன்னைக்கு தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
ஓகே 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 ஓகே. யார் உங்களுக்கு இன்ட்ரோ듀ce பண்ணாங்க உங்களுக்கு? நீங்க வரீங்க.
அவங்க சதீஷ் இருக்காங்க.
ஓகே 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 ஓகே. வெல்கம் டு தி கிளாஸ். நம்ம ஜிமெயில் பத்தி பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். நிறைய முடிச்சுட்டு கவர் பண்ணிட்டோம். பட் கவனிங்க, ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தா தனியா பிங் பண்ணுங்க, இல்ல குரூப் சாட்ல பிங் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, பாப்போம்.
ஓகே
continue our classes. Okay, so we are talking about this pagination, right? So you can see, you can browse through all your emails using this left and right icons. Okay, if you want to look for specific emails, you can always use your filters to search for a particular emails. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So these are basic things. Let me see whether anything that can be covered in our settings screen. Okay, so this is our settings screen. Go to see our settings. So I think we already covered signature, right? We already covered signature, how to create new signature, all those things. So these are all advanced things. I think it's not needed maybe. Labels is here, inbox is here. So this is the place I removed all those categories. So if I say I choose all these categories, right, I'll see a tab. Okay, save changes. Go to inbox, right, I can see all those tabs. Okay, I don't want this particularly, so I remove all those things. Okay,
So if you want, you can change those settings here. So if you want to, if you don't want to look at these tabs, right, categories, right, you can do this from the settings screen. Okay, so box. Covered almost all the things. Okay, so these are all in-depth topics. Maybe we can do it later if we really need it. Okay? So, yeah, that's all about what is it? Gmail. Okay, so anything if you want to ask me specifically, you can discuss. Okay, so any doubts you can ask me, or else I'll move to do Drive. Okay, move to Drive. Drive.google.com. Okay, so drive.google.com is so drive.google.com is a specific place where you can save some save your files. Okay, so Google gives you 3%. I mean 15 GB of space. Okay, so just hold on for a minute. So this is Google Drive. Okay, so so you can use Google with the same so with the account you created for the Gmail, right? You can use access drive.google.com also. Okay, so the URL for it is
Okay. Google Drive.
drive.google.com. Okay, so using Google Drive drive.google.com you can save up to 16 GB of what do you say? So using Drive, right, you can use up to 16 GB of data. So you can save up to so you can save all your photos, or you can save maybe an important file, or any kind of file you can save in the drive.google.com. So if you go here, right, it looks pretty similar like I mean. You can see the space, right? I have used port 1.4 MB of space. Okay, so I have just a few files. Okay, some files. Okay, and I have a lot of things remaining. So if you want to add a new folder to it, right, you can do it. So you can say resume, and you can create a folder in it, and you can upload anything you want here. So where is that folder? So if you go here, right, so there is a folder called resume. So, so I want to upload my resume here. Okay, so upload files. I can right click here, upload files, and I could upload my resume here. You can see it's being uploaded. Now it says it's uploaded to the folder. Okay, so this thing, right, it's it's something called cloud storage. Okay, so it's not it's actually saved in Google server. All these files, right? It's always saved in Google's folder. So so if you open drive.google.com and sign into your account in any browser or any phone or anything, right? Any phone or any browser, you can always access all those files from any computer. So you can go into Google Drive and you can search for, you can go into the folder and you can again download those things again. Okay, so yeah, so you can download this and you can save it anywhere you want. Okay, so you can see now I uploaded a file, right? You can see the space has increased by 1.6 MB. So it was previously 1.4 MB and I have uploaded a single file which is of size 2 MB and it has occupied some space. Okay, so by default Google gives you up to 16 GB of free storage. And if you want to increase your storage, if you want to store more photos or more files, you can pay and you can opt for it. Okay, yeah. So this is Google Drive, and let's do an example. Okay, how to access your Google Drive from Gmail. Let's say I want to send my resume to a company. Okay, I use Compose. So now I opened the email. I'm going to apply. I have to apply a job. Okay, so jobs at gmail.com. Okay, so I'll say. So we don't. So you're in your. Let's say you're not using your own computer. You're searching. You're in a browsing center, and you want to attach your resume here. Okay. So there is an option called insert files from files using Drive. Okay. Click that button. Okay. Click it, and now you can see all your folders. So I had collab notebook some folder, and I also create a new folder called resume. So click open it. I can see my resume here. So there are two options. Okay. So click this resume, and there are two options. Okay. So insert as a link or insert as an attachment. Okay. So click attachment, insert, and now you can see a file attached here. So this is one usage of Google Drive. Okay. So now you can send email to your HR or anybody. Please find my something like this you can attach. So in these scenarios, right, it will be very useful when you have all your resumes or important files which is accessed a lot of times. Okay, I usually have all my resumes in my Drive. So whenever I apply a job, I can use this attach from Drive option, and I can send apply for jobs. Okay, so similarly you can have your photos or anything you want, and you can access it whenever you want using Drive or Google.com. Okay, so yeah, so this is about Drive or Google.com. So does this answer your query, Bhaskar? Drive doubt இருக்கா?
கேட்கல இங்க எனக்கு கிளியரா கேட்கல சார்.
எதுவுமே கேட்கலையா நான் பேசுறது? எதுவுமே
ஏதோ பாஸ்கர்னு சொன்னீங்க, அப்புறம் டக்குன்னு ஒண்ணுமே கேட்கல.
அப்படியா? நீங்க தானே கேட்டீங்க என்ன டவுட் எப்படி டிரைவ் யூஸ் பண்ணனும்?
ஆமாமா, அதான் டிரைவுக்குள்ள உள்ள போட்டோ வந்து நம்ம கேலரி கொண்டுட்டு வரணும். அது எப்படி முடியும்?
டவுன்லோட் பண்ணனும். ஓகே, சோ இப்போ போட்டோ எப்படி டவுன்லோட் பண்ண பார்க்கணும். கரெக்ட்டா? சோ கேஸ் வந்து உங்க இன் கேஸ் வந்து டிரைவ்ல வந்து ஒரு ஃபோல்டர் இருக்குன்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்களா. லெட்ஸ் சே there is another folder called photo. I'm creating another folder called photo, and first I'm going to upload the photo. Okay, then we can see how to download it. So there is a folder called photo. I click it. I'll first upload the photo. So I told you, right, how to upload a photo. Right click on it, upload files. There's an option called upload files. Okay, click on it, upload files, and you can go to any photo. So I uploaded a photo here. Okay, so now the photo is uploaded. So now you can see those photos if you want to double click it. So you want to download the photo, right? You can go to drive.google.com. Okay, so he wants to download. Go to drive.google.com and go to your appropriate folder. So there is an My Drive. So this is where all your folders are present. Okay, so click on it, and there's a folder under that. There will be a folder called Photo. Okay, go to Photo, and you can see your photos here. Right click it, and you can do download. Now you can. This is how you download our photos. Okay, right click and download. That's it. You can save it anywhere you want in your this thing. So okay, Bhaskaran, clear?
Okay, okay, brother. Okay.
நீங்க வந்து drive.google.com போயிட்டு இங்க browse பண்ணிக்கலாம். My Drive. You can find all your folders under My Drive. Okay. So under that you can search for it. It's similar to your My Files folder. நீங்க எப்படி My Filesல உள்ள ஒவ்வொரு இதா browse பண்றீங்களோ, நீங்க ஒவ்வொரு folder உள்ள browse பண்ணி போறீங்களோ, similar to that. So similar to that, you have to browse into the particular folder and you can download and upload files there. So that's it. So similarly, they have the search option also here. Just now we discussed, right, about search option that is provided here. Similarly, they have the search option here. You can type for search for any type of files. Okay. So if you want to search for some folders or some type of files, so it could be a PDF or a Word file, you can search using the search filters. So and now there is another option. So let's say there is a photo, right? I want to share this photo with some other person. Okay. Let's say there is a photo here, and there is a photo folder, and I want to share this folder with let's say Angavin. Okay. So I will. What I do is I'll click this plus option. So so in the photo folder, right? I'll click this plus. I'll right click the thing, and there is an option called share. Okay. So using this, you can share this folder with some other person. Okay. So let's say I want to share this with. So anybody wants to share this email. Okay. So anybody can give you email ID or else okay, let's say I want to share this folder, right? I will share to my own folder. Okay. Right click, I will share through robot07alikumar@gmail.com. Okay, so you can see my name and all these things here. So what I've done is I'm going to share this email. Okay, so I'll say hi Robert. I'm typing a message to Robert, my own email ID. So I'm another email I have, right? I'm going to share this email. Okay. So using this email ID, I'm going to share it. Okay. So once I do, right, once I click send, I type, I selected notify people, and I click send. I should have received an email person added. I should have received an email. You can see here who can see all those things. So if you see here, you can see this this person is already added. So this is the owner. So Robert 85 Ravikumar, I'm the owner of the folder, and I'm sharing this folder to some other person. So in this case, it's Robert07Ravikumar@gmail.com. So what does it mean that, right? you can share your personal things here. So I log out and I log into Robert07 Ravikumar in Drive. Okay. So you can see here, you can see there's a option called shared with me. Okay. I click it shared with me. And okay, you can see the email. Okay. So I've logged into another email account, Robert07 Ravikumar, and I've shared and that person has shared this email, shared his photo with the with me, with myself. So you can see all the shared with me emails here. Okay, so this is how you can share your own photos or your maybe you can share your photo with your family. Okay, so you can share, you can give, you can right click, I mean, you can use a share option to share your photo with your family or with your wife or kid or anyone. Okay, so yeah, so any doubts on this, any doubts on how I shared this video, or any doubts on how I use Drive? Any questions? Okay, okay, we'll continue. So we discussed how to share a folder or share a file to some other person, right? Okay, so this is one thing, and so right click, so nothing much in Drive. Okay, so nothing much to explain drive.google.com. There's a trash option also. Yes, if I delete this photo, right, you come to the trash. I've deleted this file and you can see the file come to trash. Okay, so similarly you can empty the trash here, or it will be automatically deleted after 30 days. Okay, so it's very similar to your Gmail account. Nothing much in it. So create a new folder. All this, there's an option like plus new. You can create a folder, or in docs and all. We don't need it for now. You can upload files from here. Upload files here. It will be in the desktop. Okay, so I uploaded this file. Okay, and it's in the base folder in my drive directly itself. So I can move it to inside the using this option. Right click, and I want to move it to the photos folder. Okay, so photos doesn't have anything right away, but in the my drive I uploaded this photo. So if you want to move to the other folder, right click, and you can say move to photo or resume. So we want to move to photo. Okay, so click move. It's moved from the my drive and it's inside the photos folder. So similarly, whatever you send, whatever you put in the photos folder, right, it can be seen by the other person also. Like, Robert07 Ravikumar also can see this for these photos. So whatever you upload in this photo folder will be shared to the other person also. Okay, so that's it. Apart from that, you can rename these photos. Okay, so if you want to rename this photo, I will rename as a bird. Okay, you can rename the photo here. You can save to start. Okay, start is something we see in the Gmail account, right? So if you save as a start, you can always see it back here. It will always be in the start section. It's very similar to the Gmail start we saw, right? You can start a photo or a star file, and you can find it here. Okay. Apart from that, what else we have? You can copy, you can download, you can view details of those files. Okay. You can see the size of the file when it was uploaded. Size of the file you can see. Location, who's the owner of this file. Okay, it says me. Okay, so my current account is 85 Ravi Kumar. How about 85? So it says me since I logged in. So I upload the photo at 7:35, but I rename the file to okay, at 7:40 p.m. So that's why it says I mean it's modified at 7:35. I open the file, all these details are given here. So if you want to add a description, this is add a description in case if you want to make it. You can see what you have done in the file. Okay, so you upload the file at 7:38. You moved it from one folder to another folder at 7:39 p.m. and you renamed it at just now. Okay, so all those activities done on this file can be seen in this file. So you go to details section and you can see all those things. You can see the details and also the activities done in this file. Okay, so there is a delete button also here, and preview is nothing but it is going to show you since it's a photo, right? It's going to preview or it's going to show it like this. Okay, so in a zoom manner. Okay, it's going to show like this. So get link. So what is get link, right? So you click this get link, right? So if I share this photo link in the browser in your I get a link, I create a link for this, and if I share this photo in the WhatsApp, if I share this link in the WhatsApp group, right? You all will be able to see this image. So whoever has access to this link can see the photo. So that's it. That's about get link. Okay, so you can say only to restrict people or anyone of the link. Okay, so you can say anyone of the link and people can forward it and everyone can see this photo. Okay, so if I say restricted people, only a few people can see this photos. Okay, so based on these restrictions, so we have these restrictions, right? Even when I say restricted, if the person is not added as part of this group, right? He won't be able to see that link. Okay. So yeah, that's it about Google Drive. Okay. So any doubts in this, or shall we cover anything else? Any doubts in this? How to use Google Drive? Another thing, right? So whenever you get an email, right, either you can download the file or you can save it directly to Google Drive. Okay. So I have some insurance folder. Okay. So in this case, let's say I want to move this file, right? It's in my Gmail account, but I want to move it to my Google Drive. I want to save it Google Drive and I want to refer it later. So what I do is, let's say I want to move it to a file called folder called insurance. So first, what I have to do is I right click, I create a new folder. Say let's say insurance. So I created a new folder called insurance in this email account. Okay. So currently there is nothing in this folder. So what I want to do is I want to add this PDF file to that particular folder in my Drive account. So what you can do is, what you usually do is you can download it here, and then you can save it to desktop, and then you can upload files. Right click and upload file, and from the desktop you can upload it. Okay, so in case now I uploaded like this. Okay, so no, I don't want to do this. Okay, I want to delete this. I want to, so this roundabout method to do things. Okay, So what I want to do is there is a shortcut to do it. Okay, I remove that file again. There's a called add to drive here, so you can see the drive symbol with the plus sign. Okay, so what I do is click on it, and you should see it says added to drive. Okay, so what it did right away, right? It added to the my drive base folder. So you can see the file here, insurance claim. Okay, but I don't want to add it, but I wanted to add it to the insurance folder here. So in the insurance folder, it's not added. So what I do is I click this. I'll say move this item I'll click drive, and I'll click insurance, and I'll say move here. Okay, so now it's the file is moved to the insurance drive. So I refresh it, and you can see the file is saved there appropriately. So in case you want to try it again, right? So remove it. You can do. What I did is I removed from my drive. Okay, so I want to add it again. So add to drive. I'll say organize. Okay, organize, and I'll move to the appropriate folder. I'll go to insurance. I'll say move here, and it will be again saved. I removed it, and it will be again saved to the insurance folder. So that's how you can save a file from your Gmail inbox and directly to drive. Okay, so you can save any type of attachment you have in your email. Okay, so I don't have any other attachment here. So yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, so we have covered everything with Google Drive. Okay, so any doubts in this? Okay, what is that? So similarly, as we saw the last thing, right? We have themes also here, so you can add any theme if you want. You can change the background, very similar to Gmail. Okay, so you can see. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So there is no themes here. Okay, so no themes here. You can change the density to nothing. I think we are covered. Okay, so any doubts in this? There's nothing much in drive.google.com. So you can use the for apps also. You can you can use your there's an app also for your Gmail and for your drive.google.com. So you can use both these things in your phone also. Okay. Any doubts, or shall we move on to the next topic? ஏதாவது புரியலைன்னா கேட்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா அடுத்த டாபிக் நான் மூவ் பண்ணுவேன். அடுத்தது போட்டோஸும் பார்த்தலாம். photos.google.com போட்டோஸ் எப்படி சேவ் ஆகுது எல்லாமே பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஓகே, டாபிக் வந்து photos.com. ஸோ ஜிமெயில் நம்ம டிரைவ் மாதிரியே வந்து போட்டோஸ் சேவ் பண்றதுக்குன்னு ஒரு ஆப் இருக்கு, ஒரு போர்ட்டல் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ ஹியர் வந்து நம்ம வந்து எல்லா போட்டோஸும் நம்ம அப்லோட் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
வாய்ஸ் உள்ள போயிட்டு வருது பிரதர், ரொம்ப உள்ள போயிட்டு வருது.
ப்ளூடூத் கட் பண்ணிடுறேன். பிரச்சனை உடனே சொல்லிருங்க. ஓகே. இப்ப எப்படி இருக்கு? கிளியரா இருக்கா? ஹலோ.
இப்ப கிளியரா இருக்கு.
இப்ப கிளியரா இருக்கா? ஓகே.
ம்.
ஹெட்செட் எல்லாமே பேசுறேன் அப்போ. ஓகே. ஸோ யா ஓகே, நம்ம வந்து என்ன பார்த்தோம்? ஃபோட்டோஸ் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ சிமிலர் டு drive.google.com ஃபோட்டோஸ்க்கும் வந்து நம்ம 15 GB ஸ்பேஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அந்த 15 GB வந்து ஃபோட்டோஸ்க்கும் இதுக்கு சேர்த்து தான் ஸ்பேஸ். ஓகே, இதுக்கு தனியா கிடையாது.
இவ்வளவு நேரம் வாய்ஸ் கிளியராவே இல்லை, ஆனா இப்ப கிளியரா இருக்கு. என்ன ஹெட்செட் ப்ராப்ளம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அப்ப
அப்படியா? தெரியல. இது வரைக்கும் நான் வாரம் இதுதான் பேசுறேன், பட் எனக்கு தெரியல. ஓகே, இனிமேல்
இல்ல இதுதான் இப்ப கிளியரா இருக்கு. ரொம்ப கிளியரான சார் இருக்கு.
ஓகே
வாய்ஸ்.
ஓகே, நான் இப்ப இது எல்லாமே பேசுறேன் இன்னைக்கு. ஓகே.
ஆமா.
ஓகே, நம்ம போட்டோஸ் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம். கரெக்டா? photos.google.com. So there is a website called photos.google.com. So photos வந்து free upload நம்ம கொடுக்குறாங்க. So Gmail, Google வந்து they have given us 15 GB of storage for photos. Okay, so whenever you take a photo, right, when you have the photos app in your mobile, right, all these photos can be auto uploaded to your photos Google Photos account. Okay, so இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா I have it. So what I done, maybe I'll, so என்னோட பர்சனல் போட்டோஸ்லாம் அதுல எதுவுமே இல்ல. ஓகே, so I have no photos in this my album. See, இது வந்து இன்னொரு அக்கௌண்ட். This is my another account, and so I have uploaded some photos here. So whatever I take photos, right, it will auto uploaded to this Google account. Okay, so all this photos are taken by me, and it will be uploaded to this account. So here you can create albums. So you can choose specific photos, right? You can select a particular set of photos. So let's say 1, 2, 3. See, I can select these photos and create a separate album. There is an option called add to create new. I can select album. I can say new album, and I can say Universal Studios. Okay, so what I can do is I can share this album to another person. Okay, so I've created an album. I selected this photo using this select option here, and I want to share it with another person. So I will share it with my other email account. Okay, so how about 85 Ravi Kumar? I've shared this photos. See, now you can see this is my other email account, and you can see all the photos that has been shared. So I've selected 4 photos to be shared. Okay, and all these 4 photos are shared here. So you can see the one the people who are in this album. Okay, so similar to that drive, right, we have shared some photos. I mean, particular photos we have created albums, and we have shared photos with your friends or partners or anybody. Okay, so this is one thing. Photos would be really good if I can share it with my phone only. So with phone it works nicely. So what actually happens is when you install the Google Photos app, right? You will whenever it take photos, it will be auto uploaded to your photos Google.photos your Google Photos account. Okay, but uh, and so that means whenever it's uploaded to the Google Photos Google.com, right, you can see all the photos in this website. Okay, photos.google.com. You will open it and you can see all your photos in this section here. So as I showed in the other account, right, you can see all your photos online. So this is all these photos are saved in the Google server. Okay, so you can try using Google Photos, downloading it in your mobile, and you can use it. Okay, so in case if you want to upload some photos here, right, you can do it from here. So you can do it from Google Drive, or you can use it from your local computer. So you can upload a photo from here. Okay, original quality or high quality. So yeah, I'll say original quality. So now I uploaded a photo here. So similarly, similar to drive.google.com, right? You can share this photo with your friends. Okay, so click on this, and there is a share link. So this is called a share link. Okay, click share, and you can add it to anyone. So I can add it to Anko in case. So this photo I've shared to a friend. Okay, so yeah. So if you want to create an album, right? You want to, let's say you move to, I mean, you have visited Jurong Bird Park. Okay, you can create an album saying Jurong Park, and you can say add photos. Now you can see in the albums, right? You can see all the photos. So this is how you can categorize all your photos in Jurong, maybe Jurong Bird Park or Singapore or Malaysia, wherever you visited, or maybe a birthday party, something like that. You can categorize all your albums by adding your photos manually. Okay, so this you can do it. So you can create any number of albums you want. So you can again create an album. So let's say birthday. Let's say add photos. You can select from your computer to add photos. Camps. You can just add all these photos. Okay. Open. So we have uploaded all the photos. Okay. So there are 2 albums now. So in the birthday album, we have all these things. And similarly, you can share this to any number of persons you want. Okay. So you can share it to let's say. You can share it with friends also.
That's it about Google Photos. Okay. So anything, any doubts in this, or anything you want to ask, or anything you want to cover, in anything else you want to cover, you can ask me if you have any doubts. Okay. Okay. So I was talking about photos, right? So Google, they will give you only 15 GB of space, okay? And whenever you want to upload, you can upload in two qualities, okay? So from a computer, let's say I will upload this photo. It will ask for original quality or high quality. Let's say the original quality of the photo is 2 MB, okay? And high quality, when your Google will always convert to high quality. So that means it will downgrade the resolution of the photo. Let's say the photo is of high clarity, maybe a very big picture with a very high resolution. It can to save some space, right? That Google gives only 15 GB of space, right? So whenever you have a high resolution photo, it could be 2 MB or 3 MB size. A single photo could be of size 3 MB. So when you change to high quality resolution, right, it downgrades the space, and it could be of it could occupy as a smaller space, maybe and a half a GB of, I mean half MB or something like that, so that you can upload many more photos to Google Photos. So you can use this option when you want to upload a lot of photos in photos.google.com. Okay, so that you can fully utilize the photos. Okay, and this photos will be forever, and until Google says it's going to delete it, you can always see your photos or share your photos with your friends using photos.google.com. I strongly suggest you to download this app, and you can see those photos. Download this app and see how it works. Okay, so photos, and the app has a lot of functionality. Since I don't have the app, right, I cannot share it with you. But using that app, you can see a lot of it. It will give you a lot of options. Maybe you can see it yourself, or you can download and see how it works. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's it about Google Photos. Okay, so we'll stop with the session today, and we'll recap all the things we discussed today. So we are not going to learn anything new. We'll recap all the Drive, and we'll recap about Gmail, Drive, and Photos we discussed today. Okay. Okay, so today we started with Google Gmail account, right? We saw how to we saw about spam. Okay, so spam is nothing but all your unwanted emails will be in spam, and it will be auto deleted after 30 days. Okay, and we saw about trash. So trash, whatever you delete from the inbox, right? So whenever you delete an email, so there's a delete email, and all these deleted emails will be in the trash. So from trash, you can empty the trash, or it will be auto deleted after 30 days automatically. Okay, you don't have to delete it manually. You can it will be auto deleted after 30 days. And we saw about labels today. So how to create labels, and what are the types of, I mean, what are the use of labels? All those we saw today. Okay, so we can create a label named and create a label, and we can see how to add it to the inbox. So this is a shared album from the other account we have. You can click view album and you can see all those photos here. And if you want to add a label to this, you can say move to universal. So now you can see a label called universal, and when you click this universal, it will filter only the labels, the emails with the label universal, and you can see it here. Okay. So this is one thing. We saw about categories. We saw how to manage labels also. So manage labels will take you to the settings screen, and here you can delete or rename labels or edit or create labels. All these things can be done in this settings screen. Apart from that, we saw about chats. How to invite a person to chats using his email or using the email or phone number. We can invite anyone to the chat, and you can chat like WhatsApp and anything, any other chat app. Okay. So yeah, that's it. And we saw about how to search emails. Okay, so using this search option, you can use, you can say from email. You can filter all the emails from a specific email ID, or you can filter email based on the two email ID, or filter based on the subject content, and based on the words in the email body, and based on the size of the email, based on the date we have received the email, and based on whether it has attachment or all those things can be done here. Yeah, that's about yeah, these are things we discussed in Gmail today. We move to Drive. So drive.google.com. So Drive, we saw how to create folders in Drive, and how to share it with a friend or share it with any other person. How to add files from Gmail directly into Drive. How to upload files to Drive. All these things we saw. So how to create a new folder, how to share. All these things we saw today, right? Apart from that, we saw what is a star. How we can star means how we can add a star to that particular file or a folder. How we can share it to a person. How we can share it with a link. Yep. Yeah, that's it about Drive. Nothing much in it. So settings, nothing much in settings. So we saw the maximum size of a drive is 15 GB. Okay, so we cannot save a big files here. We cannot save any number of. We cannot save more than 15 GB of files in drive.google.com. Okay. Apart from that, we talked about photos.google.com. So photos is also very similar to Drive. So Drive is for everything. So Drive, we can store any type of file. So photos is specifically to store photos. Okay. So using this, we can create albums, and you can auto upload photos from your mobile to the Photos cloud server. Okay, to the Photos app, you can upload it and you can see it anywhere from any computer or any browser with the internet access. You can see. So here we saw how to add albums. So here, I mean the photos also we can upload only up to 15 GB of space in photos. Okay, we cannot add more than 15 GB of photos here. And we saw how what is the difference between the original quality photo and high quality photo. The original quality photo is the original quality. I mean original resolution that is taken by the phone. Okay, high quality is Google is going to downgrade the resolution of the photo so that you can add more photos to your photos.google.com account. Okay, so that's a difference between having an original quality photo and high quality photo. Yep. So this is about photos. Okay, so we are winding up this session today, and we'll catch up next week.